They finished 12th last season after a pretty miserable first half of the campaign. But one of the great pluses for them, Roy Wegerle on the ball here, who ended up in all competitions with 19 goals. It's Andy Sinton's cross. Les Ferdinand jumping and David Seaman not getting there. Dennis Bailey almost involved most dramatically in the first few seconds of his life in Division 1. And it was quite out of character for Seaman to come for a cross like that and not make contact. He had 4 years with Rangers, 86 to 90, and then came here and conceded just 18 goals in 38 league games last season. Arsenal with a wonderful defence, but Seaman does better the second time. That's more like it from his point of view. O'Leary waiting by the near post as Limpar shapes for the corner. That was Campbell, and it's off the line by Wilkins. Scooped right from the line, almost as if a piece of the ball might have crossed it, but of course all of the ball has to go over the line for the goal to count. And Wilkins in the right place in the nick of time for the team that he captains to deny a goal to Kevin Campbell. And here's Limpar, Arsenal in full cry. A lot of room for Limpar, who elects to line it up for Merson. But the closer call for Queen's Park Rangers came seconds earlier. Limpar's corner was delivered precisely. Campbell got to it, and look at that. How Wilkins got it out. Well, it was another tribute to the skill that he's shown down the years. It wasn't just a goal line block. It was a flick away from a header that looked bound for the bottom corner. Sinton. Now Bailey. That's straightforward for Adams, although the header has veered away behind. A little sign of rustiness in the timing there. And Rangers get a corner. When Gerry Francis was a player at the club in the 70s, they had a great reputation for clever work at set plays, free kicks and corners. So what can they come up with here? Sinton to take it. Over Maddox, that's Bailey! Oh, what a start from Dennis Bailey! He's been in the First Division for 15 minutes and he scored a goal against the champions. Maddox in the end was something of a decoy, and Bailey wrapped his right foot round the ball and volleyed it past David Seaman, who was left simply helpless. Dennis Bailey for Queen's Park Rangers. Arsenal 0, Rangers 1. And they'll be delighted with the way their season has begun. Brevitt slips Limpar, gets the cross in early, but it's too long. Merson is on the left at the moment, Limpar staying on the right. Hillier trying to give them an option through the centre. Quickly dispossessed by Maddox. Sinton. Breaks for Bailey and deflects for Ferdinand. Bailey's inside him, but Ferdinand went for goal himself. Still troubles Arsenal. And it could quite easily have been number 2. It was a difficult decision for Les Ferdinand to make then, as to know quite where the support was. Certainly the angle favoured David Seaman making the save which he accomplished. This was some indication of the angle. Beaten away by a goalkeeper very much in the right place. Adams with a header straight to Peacock. Steered on by Sinton, there's no offside. Seaman's got to come. And his judgment against his old teammate Les Ferdinand was absolutely spot on. There is no margin for error for goalkeepers these days. If Seaman had got this wrong here, he could have found himself sent off. Instead, the ball took off from his right foot out of play, and the danger was averted. Well, what can Arsenal manage at Winterburn's throw? Only onto the head of Maddox. Wilkins, all tricks and flicks, but that's Limpar! It was dipping all the time, and Stejskal must have been very, very worried as the ball went past him. It was on its way down, but all that happened just too late for Anders Limpar. It was a cracking try. Ian Holloway may get an early call here. Ray Wilkins, who seemed to twist himself as the ball bounced past him a moment or two ago before Limpar fired in that shot. And Ray told me himself just before the game that at best he was 75%. It's a calf injury actually that sort of sunk down his leg to the Achilles, and it's clearly caused him too much pain to continue. So a sympathetic hand as Wilkins departs with 7 minutes to go to half-time. Holloway has gone on the post where Wilkins stood earlier in the game. Adams, who's it going to drop for? It's Davis. Oh, and everybody hesitated. Smith could have gone for it. He thought the goalkeeper would get it. Stejskal seemed stuck on his line. Regularly, so the corner wasn't too costly. In fact, Rangers can break here with Sinton, and Holloway is up with him. Sinton took the shot early, and Seaman had his angle sorted out. It's half-time at Highbury, and what a story for Gerry Francis in his first 45 minutes in charge of Queen's Park Rangers. A player he brought to the club, Dennis Bailey, has given Rangers the lead. The goal after 15 minutes, a sweet volley from a corner. So Arsenal start the second half, really needing to roll up their sleeves against this highly committed and competitive Queen's Park Rangers side. Maddox in sharply again. Here's Merson. Smith, can he reach it? He has done, and rather than go for goal, he was trying to supply Campbell in the centre, and Stejskal, who was careering out, got in the way of it. In fact, he might have been going for goal himself, Smith, but the ball blocked back Stejskal's way. Maybe a chance will come from this corner. Bailey going in. Holloway, all a bit untidy. And Merson on the counter-charge for Arsenal. And on he goes. Campbell got out of his way and now takes up a position in the centre. It's still with Merson. Oh, and that was very tame. In fact, Kevin Campbell made the move from right to left across Paul Merson to make space for Merson, and then the ball came to Campbell. No foul on Wegerle. This really could be a key phase of the match. Can Arsenal find their form? As Queen's Park Rangers find each passing minute more and more demanding. Hillier, Campbell, he's clear. And the ball didn't quite run for him. There's no sign of the referee giving Arsenal anything in terms of a penalty then. And there weren't any real protests from Campbell's teammates. It was the length on the grass, I think, that made it difficult for Kevin Campbell. It looked initially, it's a great ploy this for Arsenal, the powerful direct running of Campbell. The ball just held up and he never quite got it in front of him. And Darren Peacock came across with a great tackle. Everybody on the Queen's Park Rangers bench now out of the dugout to yell and cheer and hope that Simon Barker does the right thing for them here. They've still got to face A missile launched by Groves. Another fine header by Peacock. Rocastle lofts it back. Davis gets to it. Oh, Limpar! And Merson, deflected goal! Goal for Arsenal! Right on the 90 minutes. It's been a long time coming for George Graham, but Paul Merson, who's been prolific against Queen's Park Rangers in the past, a rescuer here, and all the gallantry of Gerry Francis's team, which seemed to be guiding them to 3 points. And it hit David Bardsley on the way in, but Merson's goal, it's 1-1. It's over. It is an encouraging start to the management of Gerry Francis at Queen's Park Rangers, but it could have been much more. His side led through the goal from the debutant Dennis Bailey from the 15th minute to the 90th minute. Arsenal won, Queen's Park Rangers won.